Hey guys, so in this video, I'll be sharing with you my weekly market analysis for the week of 16th to the 19th of January 2024. So this is my first video of the year. So hopefully as time go by for this year, I'll be able to produce weekly videos for you guys, because right now my priority is on one of my trading projects. So if you guys have been following me on Twitter or X, I'm actually building a trading or a stock database, and that takes up most of my time outside of my full-time job. So that's what I've been working on, and also will be working on in the coming weeks and months, right? So if time permits, then I'll do this weekly videos, right? So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. All right, so let's begin. As always, we'll take a look at the indexes first, and then for today, we won't be taking a look at my watch list, and I'll be sharing the reason why. And then, so we'll take a look at the indexes first, and then some of my current open positions. Right, so we'll begin with the S&P 500. So actually, we are close to the all-time highs right now. Right, so prices are trading at this level. So if you zoom out, you'll see that actually this level is the all-time highs, right? So we are trading around that level, but I'm currently not too bullish about the markets for this week. So reason being is we actually had a decline over here, right? So I managed to get out of most of my positions during this decline. So over here it doesn't look much, right? So on the S&P 500, you see that this pullback was around 2%, right? But on the individual stocks, especially the stocks that I'm trading and on my watch list, because they are faster moving stocks, right? So they do move up faster on the up move and also on the down move, right? So actually a lot of the stocks that I'm taking a look at, they declined quite a fair bit during this pullback in the indexes, right? So but if you've been watching my past 2 to 3 videos, right, you know that I actually started to take some profits on this move up over here, right? So reason being is because the markets are a bit overextended in my opinion back then, right? So we did experience the pullback, and this pullback was actually quite sharp for a lot of the growth and momentum stocks. Then coming back to this week, right? So the reason why I'm not too bullish about the markets is actually the stocks are, you see the indexes are grinding higher, right? So we'll take a look at the S&P 500, the Nasdaq also. So you'll notice that the S&P 500 has been grinding higher, and then breadth of the market has also been deteriorating, right? So the breadth of the market is not as strong as the move up over here, but this could change in an instant, right? So as always, we want to continuously pay attention to the markets for any change in character or indications, right? So that's for the S&P 500. So the Nasdaq, same thing. Nasdaq also almost at close to its all-time highs, and then we had this steep decline. So this gap down, right? So be it for indexes or individual stocks, right? It's never nice seeing a stock gap down, especially if you're a long side trader, right? So this was the gap down, and then now you can see that prices are grinding higher very slowly, right? So you see the decline was very fast, but the move up was very slow. So that's something to pay attention to. That's also one of the signs that tell me that the market is not as healthy as the previous rally. So which is why I'm taking things a bit slower for this coming week, unless there's a change in character or indications that the market is actually picking up back again. So that's for the Nasdaq. For the IWM has been not as good as like the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, right? And this also ties back to what I mentioned at the start of the video. I mentioned that a lot of the growth and momentum stocks that are on my watch list, and those that I actually tend to trade in, right? Those tend to be those smaller and mid-cap stocks, right? And the IWM track exactly those kind of stocks, right? So you can see that while the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 is actually close to its all-time highs, you see that the IWM is actually struggling to hold its level over here, right? So it gapped down, right? And then it never managed to rally back up. Instead, like, it's trading sideways right now. And then the pre-market move is actually trading at a level of 191. So I tweeted on Twitter and X that the 192 level is something that I want to pay attention to. So if prices of the IWM actually close below this 192 level, then it's bearish in my opinion, right? Because you had this gap down, and then here was the support. So if prices break below the support, we could see further downside, right? So that's why I'm also not being very aggressive in the market. So my current open positions, I have 4 if I'm not wrong, so we'll take a look at later. And then my total open risk in the market is about I think 0.65% if I'm not wrong. So I'm keeping my exposure to the market very light in this coming week, because right now both price action and breadth is not very healthy in my opinion. So that's something that I'm paying attention to in this coming sessions for the week. Alright, so we can take a look at the Dow Jones. So Dow Jones it's also trading sideways over here, so it's slightly healthier than like the IWM, but then I don't trade a lot of stocks that are in the Dow Jones, right? So it's not one of the indexes that I pay very close attention to. So usually I pay more attention to the S&P 500, the QQQs, and the IWM, right? So those are for the indexes. Now let's take a look at my current open position. So the reason why I don't want to share with you guys, I'm not going to share with you guys my watch list for this week, is because right now the markets are not very good, right? So even though some stocks are setting up, but if the overall market condition is not good, then like the kind of trading that I do tend not to do well in those periods, which is why I don't want to share with you those setups, because those setups typically tend to have a higher failure rate when the market conditions are not good. Right, so let's take a look at some of my current open positions. Right, so I have 4, as you guys can see. So this is the first one is ELEV. Right, so strong move up over here. Then multiple days of strong volume. Right, then it actually broke above all the key moving averages. So you have the 10, 20, 21 day, the 50, and the 200. So it broke up, formed a short pause over here, and I bought it on the breakout on this day over here, right? So right now the stock actually hit my 3-hour profit target. I already took half of my position off, then I'm trailing the other half, right? So I also brought my stop loss to the break-even level. So if prices drop, then I will be guaranteed at least a 1.5R profit on my overall position, right? So I always make sure to protect my downside as fast as possible. So that's for ELEV. Then TCRT, I actually entered this position on Friday's trading session, right? So strong move up, broke above the key moving averages, moved sideways, found support at the 10-day moving average. Then we see that this hammer or pin bar candlestick over here is very bullish, because prices are pushed down all the way to the 10-day moving average. But when prices hit the 10-day moving average, buyers step in and push prices up, right? So that's something that's a plus that we want to see in the price action for stocks. So I bought over here, so haven't hit my 3-hour profit target. We'll see, right? For Fate, right? So I actually bought, I think if I'm not wrong, was on this session over here. It might be either this session or this session over here, but regardless, I'm currently in profit, but I did not manage to take profit on half of my position over here, because the prices actually moved quite fast and I wasn't really paying attention, right? So I still have my full position on. Then let's see whether it can hit the 3-hour profit target, this green level, this green line. So if it does, I'll take half off, and then I'll move the other half to break even, right? So but regardless, before it hit a 3-hour profit target, I'm gonna move my stop on all of the position to my break even level at around 4.11, right? So that's for Fate. LITM, I got in on Friday, so it broke out then, but as you can see, prices actually closed below the breakout level. So we'll see how it performs in the coming session, but right now my stop loss is probably just slightly below where it closed last Friday. So unless prices move up, I probably get stopped on my position in the next 1 or 2 sessions, right? So that's for LITM. So same thing, strong move up, move sideways, then actually found support at the 21-day moving average. So if you guys see this TCRT, right, we had this hammer pin bar candlestick over here, then you found support at 10-day, but for this, it found support at the 21-day, but regardless, it's still a positive sign, right? So whether it's the 10-day or the 21-day moving average or the 50-day moving average, as long as we see this kind of rejection at the moving average, it shows that there's support at this level, and then there are buyers buying up prices, right? So that's something to pay attention to. So right now I'm currently down a bit on this position, but let's see, right? So that's a overview for my weekly market analysis for this week, right? So hopefully you guys have learned something from this video. If you did, just give it a like. It will really help the channel grow and allow me to produce more content such as this, right? So I'll see you in the other videos to your financial success.